Aaron. You're facing Douglas Lima here, a former world champion. What would it mean to you to pick up a win over a former world champion?
Yeah, it's huge, man. Very big feather in the cap for sure. Former champion, fought the who's who, been around forever. He's a guy that I looked up to early in my career. So, yeah, it would be a very nice lifetime achievement for me.
And then Douglas has some of the best low kicks in the sport. Is that something you and your team have trained during this camp?
It's definitely something I've trained, yeah. Plan to get out of the way of those.
Got it. Thank you.
What's up, AJ? How you doing?
What up, man?
You oiled up for this interview?
I'm all oiled up, baby.
Who's here with you this week? Who's going to be in your corner for this one?
Right now, Jelly and Prickett are here, and my girlfriend Ellie, and Impa is coming in, I think, tomorrow morning.
Have you had Impa in your corner before?
I've not.
Are you excited? What's that going to be like to have Impa?
Probably beat the shit out of each other in the warm-up room. it'll be good, man. He's very good energy. He's a good dude, so I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of beating the shit out of each other, what can you tell me about your rounds with Ong, La, and Singh in this training camp and how well he prepared you for this fight?
Yeah, man, he's a beast. Another legend of the sport. The guy's awesome. We vibe very well as training partners. It's super intense, but it doesn't feel dangerous. We go good together. We spar hard. We push each other. And I'm pumped for him. I think he fights tomorrow. So we were in training camp right at the same time. So it was cool.
Nice. So am I right to say that you split your camp pretty much 50-50 between Killcliff and Niagara?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are there ever times when you're driving to one or the other where you're like, screw this, I don't want to make this drive, I don't want to do this, I'm going to turn back right now?
Yeah, me and my girl talk about that a lot. It's every time I'm at home in Niagara and I'm planning to go to Florida and I'm like, fuck, man, I don't really want to leave. I'm enjoying it here. Training is sick here. And then I get down to Florida and it's the same thing. I'm like, oh, it's sick here. I don't want to go back home. So I got two very good places and I'm very happy in both. So wherever I am, it's good.
What is it about Tuesdays that just...
It's just Tuesdays, man. They happen every week and every time it only Tuesday.
Can't escape them. Can you tell me a little bit about the stylistic matchup, just your outlook on this fight with Douglas?
Yeah, I think he's got, you watch his fights, he's got it's obvious what he likes to do. He likes to kickbox. He kind of plods forward or backwards and throws heavy strikes. He likes the low kick, obviously. You watch his last bunch of fights and it seems that there's a path to victory, so I will exploit his weaknesses.
And then last one, your first pro fight was back in 2014. Now it's 2024. 10 years into this professional fighting career, are you still loving it? Are you happy with the decision you made to become a professional fighter?
Yeah, man, it's flown by. This was not really my first career choice. I went to school and planned to do something with that, but yeah, I kind of fell backwards into it, and I love it, man. And yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Thank you, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
What's up, Aaron?
What's up, man?
I just want to ask you, as far as with this fight and stuff like that, after the last one, you said that you want to take some time to make some improvements. So what were those things you wanted to take time to improve on during this camp?
Yeah, there's always technical things. Obviously, like the last fight, I probably showed some technical flaws, but I think a big part of it for me is more between the ears, and that's something that I've been working on a little bit more this camp. So I'm excited to show a new me out there.
Okay, so between the ears is in IQ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very low IQ.
Got you. And as far as when you stayed training in Niagara, was that part of fixing some of those holes with your IQ, with your coaches there, instead of maybe staying at Killcliff for the majority of the camp?
No, not really. It doesn't matter where I am, man. It's there's just, I think, things that I've worked on mentally a little bit that I never have before. So I think that's gonna show some big improvements in my game.
Okay, and then I guess just with this one too, some visualizations as well as where your kind of mindset is at with Douglas. What are you looking to kind of see play out in this fight?
Again, like I just said, I think he has a very clear style. You watch him fight. He kind of, I don't want to say he does the exact same thing, but he's similar in most of his fights. And again, you watch some of his past fights, and there's a way to beat him, and I think I'm going to be able to do that.
Okay, and then last one for me, Fabian and Johnny Eblin. That fight just got rescheduled.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on how that matchup's going to play out with the rematch?
I think Johnny's a bit more well-rounded. I think his wrestling is sick, like best in the division maybe. So I think if he fights a smart fight and utilizes wrestling, I think he should take it. Bummed that the fight just got postponed again. I'm looking forward to that one.
You don't know anything about the postponement either?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Hey AJ,
What's
wish
up, man?
San Diego was treating you better so far, but I hope everything's been good since yesterday.
Yeah, man.
So you talked about the work on the mental side of things coming into this fight. What specific things did you feel you needed to work on, and how did you sharpen up those things coming into this fight?
It's hard to put it into words, really. I don't know, maybe like focus and just staying sharp out there. Like I worked the game plan through training camp and then wasn't able to execute it in the fight. And I don't think that's as much of a skill set thing as it is like me just staying focused, basically. So just that, I guess.
So you talked about how you were oiled up and ready to go. So first, why were you oiled up? And second, who oiled you up?
I oiled myself up. I asked them to do it for me, but no one was willing to.
Shocking.
Yeah, I guess they want me oiled up for the photo shoot. I guess it makes the muscles pop a little bit.
So looking back on your journey throughout the years, there's been some ups, there's been some downs, but if you could tell 26-year-old you coming off your Contender Series loss to Brendan Allen anything right now, what would you say?
Yeah, I just said this to my coach, Jelly, a day or two ago. I said, if you would have told me then that I'd be fighting Douglas Lima in the third fight from the top of the card in Bellator in San Diego, I would be pretty fired up about that. So, yeah, I would tell myself that.
So Impa said he was trying to get your family to move down from their farm in Canada to a farm in Florida.
Yeah.
Has there been any progress made on that? You guys stuck in the maple syrup
No,
up there?
I don't think there's any progress on that. I think my mom likes her place at home too much, but maybe I'll get my own farm down there one day and we can bring her down for trips or something.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Welcome to San Diego.
Thanks, man.
I'm going to give you some fun questions we ask on our podcast at West Coast Radio.
Okay.
Bloodsport or Enter the Dragon?
Not a movie guy, so I have no opinion.
All right. Tacos or barbecue food?
Tacos.
And then Tyson or Ali?
Tyson.
All right. And what's the prediction? How's the fight end?
My fight? I'm gonna win.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, man.
Any other live questions?
Aaron, you guys had a similar fight, you and Douglas
right,
Lima, where
Yannick.
you were both the
Hey, Aaron. So
Hey, man.
you're fighting, you got a big crowd coming in San Diego, right? Do you ever get starstruck or excited to meet celebrities like a Habib, perhaps?
No, it's cool to see him around and stuff, but I feel like once you get to a certain level in the sport, you kind of get used to seeing these types of people around. So I guess you get like a little bit used to it.
Fair enough. And now, I know your good friend Gerald Mearshot had a great submission, right? Does he ever
Yeah.
tell you his game plan of being beaten up and then subbing the opponent at the end of it?
No, he didn't tell me that was his game plan. And to be honest, I can't say I'm 100% confident that was the exact game plan, but that was pretty sick, man.
Yeah, and one last one for me, right? Within the top of your Bellator middleweight division, pick one person to train with, one person to fight with, and one person to be friends with. Fabian Edwards, Johnny Eblen, and Costello.
It's like fuck, marry, kill, but in in the MMA world, one person to be friends with. I don't know. I'll say Costello. He's a European guy. I'm sure he's cool. And what were the other ones? What were the other options that I had to do? Fight. I'll fight Johnny.
Yeah, fight, and then train with one.
Okay. Well, I'll fight Johnny because he's got the belt, and then I guess I got to train with Fabian.
Fair enough. Thank you, my man.
Thank you.
Amina, Eunice.
Hi, I'm on a Tunis Combat Talks UK. Aaron, you're fighting one of the legends of the sport in Douglas Lima. Douglas, however, is 36 years old. Do you think with a finish this weekend, you would potentially end the career of Douglas Lima?
I don't know, man. That's more of a question for him than it is for me. I hope not. I like watching the guy fight. I mean, I definitely want to finish him, but I don't necessarily want to end his career.
You growing up in the sport, who were some of your inspirations that you wanted to watch and who you looked up to?
I like PJ Penn a lot growing up. I always loved Anderson Silva. I wanted to be him for the longest time. It took me a few fights in my career before I realized I'm definitely not going to be the next Anderson Silva.
Thank you. Good luck in your fight.
Thanks, man.
Mike Pendleton.
Hey, Aaron, thanks for making the time. You said earlier it'd be a huge lifetime, to achievement to beat Douglas Lima. I know that's a massive opportunity for you, but can you talk about the bigger division
Oh,
and
you just
working
cut
your
out
way?
a little bit there. Say it again, please.
Yeah, you talked about the lifetime accomplishment it would be to beat Douglas Lima. Can you talk about how much it would mean, not just to get that win, but to send a message that you're still in title contention in this division?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think I'm still right there. Like I'm fighting top guys in the division. I think a win over like any of the one of these guys in like the top 5, top 10 kind of puts you in that picture. So yeah, I think the winning this fight definitely does that for me.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Aaron James East.
Hey Aaron, it's MMA. This is Aaron East from MMA UK News. Right,
Hey,
just
man.
over 2 months ago, right, marked your second year under the Bellator banner. How does it feel to have passed that milestone with the organization?
Yeah, it's been cool, man. It's nice to feel some stability in my career. Bellator has been great to me, and I've had nothing but good experiences with them. So I'm very happy here.
Thank you very much, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, and congratulations on your upcoming bout.
Thank you.
All right, last question. MMA Kid.
Hey Aaron, you're known for your gritty, come-forward style, and you've also shown a lot of technical growth in your recent fights. Can we expect any new elements in your game for this fight?
Yeah, I think so. Like I'm always training, I'm always improving. I've had a pretty long training camp and had lots of time to work on things. So yeah, I think you will see the best me yet.
Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, you are all set, Aaron. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, I didn't get my question.
Yeah, what the hell? No way. Field buys in. That's it?
You are all set.
Bye.
Good luck.
Thanks.